What city had the hottest rats? Great question. Yeah.
You know what? Oh, let me say this, John, because that seems so horrible in 2022, does it not? I mean, it just seems so horrible to live that life, live that
That
way.
that being said, though, is it Pensacola or
No, what I'm saying is, I said this to someone not too long ago. There are no real rock and roll bands anymore. He says, "Yeah, they are." And he started naming off the bands. I said, "No, no, no, you're missing the point. There's no Doors. There's no Beatles. There's no Van Halen. There's no Alice in Chains. There's no being pirates on the road and coming into the town and just lock up your daughters, lock up your wives, lock up your back door, run for your life type kind of guys. ACDC wasn't around anymore. These guys would come and purge and pillage the entire town. It just doesn't exist anymore. But that was what it was, and that time period. I romanticized the '70s concerts in the '60s when it was a dark arena, the lights would go down, or the arena lights would be on, then the lights would go down, the band would hit the stage, and it wasn't Kiss yet, but it was, the Zeppelins. I even saw Frank Zappa live, and it had the same vibe. Saw Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue a few times, and you just knew debauchery was abound. You knew that, and it was the same thing with wrestling. Everywhere you went, you had somebody who wanted to be around. And yeah, but when you say rats, the good old days, I mean, it just sounds like such a horrible thing to do. But at the same time, everywhere was great. I mean, everywhere had. I don't know that I've been anywhere that I didn't have a good time. You know what I mean? It's like even the bad times, even in Memphis, when the towns were horrible, the pay was horrible. You were rooming with somebody else, and you'd get up, you'd go to the gym, then you do what you had to do before the town, and you got to the town, and it was that culture. And well, let me tell you, hold on, we didn't. That's not even a good question. but but everywhere was that because people you had that was the culture. You had fans who went for various reasons. Some were because they loved the action, some were because they loved the boys and the action, some because it was just that was their meeting point. So uh yeah, like Bob said, they were good old days, but today, again, in polite society, isn't this ironic that everybody talks about cancel culture and being polite and all these horrible things that happened in the past. Yet look at what's going on today. I'm sorry, but I think that's like the kettle in the pot, and uh, I don't see a problem with it. But I can understand how some people look at it and see how revolting, how barbaric, archaic, and oh my God, how could you have been so horrible? There were always willing participants, and it was always cool wherever we went. At least wherever I went, it
so
was.
the best Pensacola, the worst probably Memphis. My guess. Was the guess.
No, not at all. There was no cities that was worse.
Oh, all right.
Everywhere we
Okay.
went, they were great. You had great everywhere.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.